And let's start with the feedback, guys. Finally! We got a new one by Gabriel Golzar. Is this... I did not load the new stuff yet. Okay. Not a new one by Gabriel. So this is our feedback timeline today. Not too many songs. We might do some... Limo, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it, man. We gonna do some reaction stuff after this, maybe. Would be cool, I think. All right, let's start with Quebexy and the song Deity. Kick is clapping a bit. Nichiu, I'm doing feedback on music. Yeah, my community's music, exactly. Got you, Lennox. Thank you, man. Whoop. Intro is a bit repetitive, I think. It could be half the length, I guess. I need you !! feedback, and then you can submit on Patreon. On the last post I did on Patreon. High end is a bit harsh. I think the hi-hats are a bit clashy. I need to clean my background a bit. I'm sorry. Give me a second. That's better. Yeah, the hi-hats are a bit harsh. I like the beat though. Cool percussions. That sound is cool. Yeah, Quebexy, but I like it. I dig it. It's enjoyable. That's for sure. Young Cash would just say, aka Little Broomstick, would definitely glide over this one. Completely obliterate the beat. Definitely unique, cool vibe. Mixdown is pretty good. Maybe a bit too loud here and there, I think. Especially the highs, as I said, are a bit clashing. Making funky for this, so yeah. I get it. Definitely has a funky vibe. That's for sure. I think the mid-row is a bit too long and the outro as well, maybe. So maybe shorten that. But the mid section is cool. Mid section is pretty nice. Hey, Volea, what's good? Now we got Aveda with ID. Now you like that. Yo, DFTP. Oh, that's loud. No crit, thank you for 26 months, dude.
How you like that?
Way too loud, the whole thing. Like the crunchy sound design though. Sound design is nice, but ouch. You think so, Shipwreck? I think the snare is pretty bad. Actually, the snare is not too bad. It's not bad, but it could be better. Yeah, the punch is kind of good. But it's kind of missing character. Like it sounds pretty flat in my opinion. Not a fan of the intro. It's a bit,
How you like that?
That's a sick flow.
How you like that?
So I gotta say, I think the glitchy sound design is nowadays a tiny bit overused, right? Like it just sounds pretty familiar. Like it sounds like, okay, he bought Madcore's Patcher preset pack and called it a day, kinda. Like this is what happens when you throw your sound through Madcore's Patcher presets. Kinda. It's not bad. It sounds good, of course. It's just nothing too special. Like it's lacking a bit of identity, I guess. That's the main issue. It's kind of lacking character. It's far from bad though. It's pretty well made. It's well done. I think the whole thing is too overblown, just too loud. High end hurts a bit as well. It's just really missing some identity, some character, some red line that puts you through it. We might go him and Code Pandorum have a drum pack that you should totally take a look at. Not only the drum pack, it's a whole sample pack that you definitely should buy. It's the last sample pack you will ever need. That's the name. It's just the name. That's how it's called. Next up we got Pain and Pleasure by Toxin. BDSM type beat.
Doors to the pleasures of heaven or hell. I didn't care which.
No worries, no. Yeah, it's Toxin. I don't like the snare. I think the snare sounds too like it has a bit too much peak, like too much duk. You know exactly what I mean. I love how hollow this sounds though. Like this has the toxin sound to it. Like this has a character, right? Best example after the one before, like this is still heavy. This I would consider this still tear out, but it has a unique sound and style to it. It's kind of a funny discussion. Okay, let's open that up. So back in the days, when everything was better, when I was still young, when I just started making music, it was just called dubstep, right? It was dubstep, and Getter had a different sound than Sadu. Sadu had a different sound than Digesta. Digesta had a slightly different sound than Cyber Optics. Excision and Datsik had their own sound because they were kind of one crew. Trampa had its own sound, etc., etc. And nowadays, I feel like, okay, this sounds like that. This is that genre, and then 25,000 people make exactly that same sound because they want to make that genre. Why? Like, I don't get it. Like, just shut the hell up. Don't annoy me, man, with your fucking genres, right? Like, just make music. I don't fucking care what you call it, honestly. I really know what the labels mean anymore, to be honest. I'm still back at Deathstep and Mandatory. Yeah, but even that, like, I don't know. It does, like, Deathstep is such a bad name for a genre, right? Like, it kind of makes sense in the combination of genres and the word itself. The word sounds like ass, though. And I don't know. Isn't there more to a genre than just a specific sound design? Like, now it feels like, okay, someone is making tear out, then he's just literally stupidly copying Marauder and Nimda. That's tear out. Like, that's the sound you have to do to call it tear out. But this year, for example, is also tear out, right? How small would the dubstep scene be if everyone had to have their own sound, theoretically? Honestly, it would be smaller, but it would also be more fair, if that makes sense. But that's honestly just me rambling and being old. Deep Out is actually a dope name. Metal death, metalcore, deathcore, pisscore, new metalcore, but rock. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's with metal, it's the same, right? Like, so many, there are so many genres that don't make sense, and it's so annoying. It's so, whatever. I love how empty but hollow this sounds. What would Sun Death, Muerte, and Avance genre be called? I've been trying to see if there's an designated genre for that specific genre. Lennox, good question. Really good question. Too many people care about the genres, no good. That's the problem. It's good for the scene MO to have so many different styles, but you don't have to make every soundscape into a genre. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's actually a good point. I think the important thing should be the artist name, right? Like, it should not be the case like, okay, what music you like? Yeah, I like Tear Out. No, what music you like? Yeah, I like this and that artist because he sounds like that. Maybe they are in the Tear Out realm, but it would be so sick to just be like, okay, this artist has a sick, unique sound. It's just worth it so much more, I think, right? And to be completely honest, most of the artists that get really, really big have their own sound, like Subtronics and stuff. Or even Sudden Death, Muerta as well. Like, they have their own unique take. So it's just like maybe the take I started with was kind of wrong. I think what I just want to say is, if you are a new artist and if you're starting fresh, don't try to copy. Try to get inspired, yes, but try to make your own shit out of it. Like, find your own soundscape, see what inspires you besides that one genre that you make, and turn it into your artist name. Like, be that. Don't be a genre, be that artist that you are creating, right? Don't say you want to be a tarot producer, say you want to be this and that, like that name that you just came up with. I think that's actually the take. And everything I said earlier was trash. Just figured that out. Nice. No, Toxin, this is sick. It sounds a bit monotonous so far. I mean, you just started. I don't think the vocal is way too quiet, especially before the drop. The drop is cool. I just don't think the snare fits too much. I think a more hollow snare that hits not this hard and this overblown would be better. Yeah, Suffocate. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Lush Red's good for each other. Let's go.
Forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
Let me love you, know that we're good for each other. Good for each other.
Actually cool vocals.
Let me love you, know that we're good for each other. Good for each other. Good for each other. Let me love you, know that we're good for each other. Good for each other.
High end way too harsh. This hurts my ears.
Let me love you, know that we're good for each other. Good for each other. Good for each other.
Kinda sick. I like the synths though. Really minimalistic, but kinda dope. It's too loud though, it's too overblown, right, No Quid? Just asking No Quid to give feedback on drum and bass now. Why should I do that when he can do it better? I don't think so. 6 or Elko. I released many songs that are heavier. Yo, Basic. Yeah, this section is also too long. Like, after the drop, it just gets a bit stale with the vocals. Thank you so much, Basic. I appreciate it. Basic, you can submit your song on the last post that I did on Patreon. There is a post which is called something like feedback submission September 29th or something. And there you can submit your song, and then you let me know in the chat that you submitted, and then I will download it. Oh, this is sick though.
Good for each other. Good for each other.
I think I would filter it out here a bit.
Good for each other.
Like into reverb or something, that would be cool.
Good for each other.
Basic, your song is unfortunately not downloadable, so enable the download, that would be sick. That's not a problem with your name. Not Nathan, thank you so much. Yeah, I like it. Honestly, I think in this section here, when it goes to the vocal part here, you could go halftime. That would be kind of sick. Besides that, it's nice songwriting. As I said, the mix sound is a bit too loud, especially for drum and bass. It's just too overblown, too clippy here and there. And the high end is way too hard. Like the snare and the hi hats. Oh my god, turn them down, dude. They are painful. Besides that, it's pretty nice. Now get No Quit with It Was a Dream demo. I don't like the vocals. Too much reverb. I don't like the main synth somehow. I would filter that down a tiny bit. What is happening with my fucking antivirus? Jesus. No, my stuff is not outdated. Shut up. Okay, something went wrong. I get it. This sounds hella weird, dude. Sounds like two synths are playing at once. I mean, what should I say? Rendering error sucks. Sorry about that, brother. Now we get Irks 17 Blurry Wave. Someone who named the file perfectly. I think some high-end texture is missing in the intro. That would be cool. Some sound. Okay, intro and drop feels really disconnected. Drop is also way too distorted. So, one thing I tell everyone all the time, instead of distorting one synth a lot, that happened here, I'm pretty sure, try to layer your stuff instead. Layer more clean sounds to make them sound distorted. That helps a lot. Yeah, transition here also is a bit empty. I like the vibe of the intro, but it sounds kind of unfinished. I don't know. It sounds like a lot of stuff is missing. Also, the filtering of the drums just coming in randomly feels a bit random. The sidechain is also a bit too heavy, I think. Like you see there's a pause after every sound, right? Like, don't do that. Honestly, best feedback I can give you is, it sounds not bad, right? It sounds like you just started producing and everything, and you're just kind of starting to find your sound and blah, 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 etc. Keep making music. Keep on going. There is stuff that is not bad. Like you have a sound, like an ear for leveling and everything. Like nothing sounds really off or anything. It just sounds kind of unprofessional. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the biggest issue, I guess. It sounds like you're not producing that long. So keep producing, start your next song, try taking reference of music that you like a lot, especially song structure wise and transition wise and everything. And then try to improve from that, from what you did now. That will help you definitely. Don't try to work on this one a lot more. Of course, if there is stuff that you want to change, like intrinsically, do it, but just keep on producing and keep on making new stuff to just improve. Volair, let's do that next week. Arms, see you next week. Now we get Lugish. Lumpasketty ass intro. Bro, the vocals, are you serious?
I'm under the water. Please help me. You're too much raining.
Not gonna lie, I want the Lugish EP and have it on Crow's Nest and do the most retarded marketing for it.
Ugh.
It's actually dope, and I forgot to change the scene. It's well made, dude. It's well made and hella creative. How did you get recognized by a big audience, fan? Quebexy, the thing is, I started in a time where dubstep was still pretty new, right? So I started making music when I was 15, and I started making dubstep when I was like 16, 17. And now I'm 29, so you can calculate on your own. And then I just started to make a sound that... This sounds a bit big-headed, but it is what it is, and I will not push that away anymore. I made a sound that did not exist yet. This like really heavy dubstep with choirs and the heavy stuff. And that was something completely new. So people just started to recognize what it was. And I am still convinced that this stuff can still happen today. Like if you're making something that's fresh and new and wasn't heard before, and you keep on doing that, you keep on pushing that, people will see that. It's a mixture of finding yourself, believing in yourself, and just putting stuff out to make people aware. Nowadays, you have to release a lot more music to get recognized because there is a lot more music. That's the big difference. So I was in a really, really fortunate situation that there just was not that much as now because the genre was a lot smaller. So I kind of grew with the genre. And that's when I got my biggest like breakthrough, if you want. So with my albums, the God LP, Lovecraft and Horrors, and then I think the peak time was Art of the Devil right before COVID. Like that was my peak hype, I think. That was when everything kind of came together and exploded a bit. And then with COVID and also with a lot of struggle with myself, that has changed a bit. So that was when my career and I myself also got a big hit, kind of. Then I just had to refresh everything, started the Inhuman project, and realized, oops, maybe that wasn't the best decision because I don't really feel what I'm doing. So, wait, you started making music around when you was 23 years old? No, I was 15 when I started making music. 15 years old. So, over 14 years ago now. Thank you, Moonlord. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. 20th century videos. Oh, 15. Yeah, exactly. 15. So that's kind of how that happened. And I was just kind of lucky, and I think I had a unique vision. That's kind of it. And then when so there's like this work education thing in Germany. It's not a thing in America. Depending on where you're from, you know what it is. So you kind of work for 3 years, and then after that you are allowed to work. You're allowed to actually work and get money with it. Before that, you just get like a little part of the money for the job. So I did that for 3 years. Apprenticeship, yeah, exactly. And I was learning to be like a wholesale guy for foreign trade and shit. And when I was 18 and finished that apprenticeship, I was able to go full time with music. So since I'm 18, I'm self-employed pretty much till now. So that's 11 years now, which is pretty insane. I still don't know how that works. Still not sure if it works. But that's kind of how it is. And you on YouTube watching this and being pissed why I'm talking so much, even though I say I'm listening to music, this also helps people. This is a feedback stream. I want to help people, and this kind of insight also helps people, I guess. So yeah, full time with music sounds like a dream for me. It's a dream and a curse, not gonna lie. It's a dream in the way that I can do what I love. But I think it also has its downsides. And sometimes, like, there was a time where I thought, okay, I want to just do music on the side and have a full-time job because I can't handle it anymore. The pressure and everything you kind of give yourself, and the comparing that you do with other people in the scene, you kind of start to compare yourself to people that you actually call friends. And that was something I did not like, right? Quebecsy, the music I'm doing in Germany is extremely small. Like dubstep in Germany, bass music in Germany in general is dead. It's got ups and downs. I'm sure some is due to being lonely and not being able to rely on just your talent for money. Yeah, kinda. Echo, thank you so much. Nathan, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the feedback. Yeah, the Inhuman project definitely helped me to find myself and find what I'm doing a lot better. There is more techno than EDM. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't say it's dead. You have face. Faces. Yeah, drum and bass is kind of getting bigger, but I'm not talking about artists that are here. I'm talking about shows and stuff. Like the scene itself is just not existent, pretty much. Right? The captain, I don't even think Bukas is kind of part of the scene anymore. Like, he kind of went out of it. The drum and bass is huge in Czech and Slovakia, and I'm also getting the recognition, but it's time to do more live sets. Yeah, absolutely, I get that. You should definitely play more live sets. That would be amazing. Like, I would go to see that. But yeah, the whole, like, of course, like, I don't want to sound unthankful because of that, because honestly, making this for a living, this stuff, of course, gives me, and also Scarlett, because she's working for me full time since 3.5 years now, or 3 years. Of course, this gives us a freedom, but this also gives us immense pressure. Like, this also gives us pretty much 24/7 working and kind of forgetting that we are also in a relationship sometimes, you know, and we actively have to stir against it, which works pretty good. We are happy, right? We are extremely happy with everything. Still, sometimes it kind of crawls on your back and is like, okay, it would be cool to have some free time again. That's why we are going on vacation tomorrow, actually, for 3 days, just to have like a bit headspace before this really, really stressful month. It's also good to have the idea to try new things and know what's good or not for you. The ones that helps you find what you need. And one at the same time, you push through it all the way and bam, you're going to be okay. But make sure you still have your mind and other things besides just your music and brand. Yeah, exactly, Shipwreck. That's the thing. Like the balance of making music and actually having a life besides that is hard. Because, you know, the biggest problem is that I love what I'm doing. Like, it's fun for me too. And it does not feel like a job sometimes. And then I just forget, oh, wait, this is work and actually takes headspace. So I have to actively remember myself, like, dude, you're still working. Go on the couch, play some video games, do some other stuff, go hiking, you idiot. Stop making music just because it feels good right now. I read your comment on the Last Humanity's Last Breath video. I'm really curious to hear what you guys did. Yeah, Anthracite was sick. I loved Anthracite already. I'm so stoked to have my sounds in there, and there is a lot more coming. I worked on the whole album with Buster, so it's gonna be fucking incredible. I forgot that you're a human sometimes. That I actually need to. Yeah. Being human is stressful, right? Like, being human is pretty damn complicated and stressful. That's also one thing that Scarlett and I, like, every time we talk about like some deeper topics, like when we go outside and just for like an hour walk or something, at the end, most of the time we start to talk about deep stuff, and at the end we're there like, Jesus, being a human is so fucking complicated. And it is. It is. It's so complicated. It's unnecessarily complicated. Also because there are too many idiots walking around. Like, that's one thing. That's one part about it. But also because we are also idiots. Sometimes. Sam Quebecsy, I wonder what happened with him. No, Sven, did you ever have a point where you were burnt out and either making too much songs or the shows you did, whatever, to have advice on realizing that you need to take a step back? Yes, I had pretty much two diagnosed burnouts. One that happened pre-COVID, and then it got better. It's not done yet, Arson. No, we are halfway through, but I just started rambling. We are still listening to Lugish at the moment, but like this right now is the Lugish feedback section. So Lugish helped me to just go completely in depth. But Shipwreck, as I said, I had two burnouts. One was before COVID because I just stressed myself too much and compared myself too much, was on social media too much. I also had a relationship that I was not happy in. I did not realize that though. And then COVID happened. I had a downtime. I was able to think about myself. I started Inhuman to kind of break out of the hamster wheel. And then after that, I met Scarlett and everything kind of went better, which is really good. But of course, like I was not in therapy there. I kind of went out of the burnout and tried to just cure myself pretty much with changing a lot, and also did some changes like the Inhuman thing that at the end it helped me a lot. Like, I grew as an artist. I made connections that I don't want to miss these days, like with metal bands and stuff, and Century Media and everything. Like, all that happened in the Inhuman time, which is insane. But then I also realized, oh shit, I'm just pushing away myself pretty much. I made a long video about that, why I turned back to Code Pandorum. So you can check that on YouTube. I don't want to spread that out again here. But then after that, after a while, and actually after my first America tour as Inhuman, I had my second burnout. And that was a lot worse. I had a crazy breakdown. But also because I just realized I did some mistakes. Like some stuff happened there, some private stuff, and also some work-related stuff with people that I was working with back in the days. And I just realized, shit, I think I was not a good person sometimes. And I just realized that, and I just wanted to change change a few things, how my brain works, how I work. And also I wasn't happy with myself, so I started to finally lose weight and stuff, and that happened right after that. And I don't know, I think it was like, I think it took around 1.5 or 2 years, including half a year therapy, to actually get out of the burnout and actually be able to function properly again. So yeah, and losing 30 kilograms like that also helped a lot to be happy again, I think. So yeah, it's kind of hard to say how to realize it, I guess. Like if you just, sometimes you just feel off, right? You just feel wrong. Arson, no worries. It's fine. It's fine. We are just in this topic right now. I will check your song later on. But yeah, if you like, the one thing I think you need to know is get help. If you think that you need it. Therapy is nothing bad, and you should definitely get it. And I think it helped me a lot. Thank you so much, Shipwreck. I appreciate it. But yeah, definitely get help. That's important, I think. Let's go back to Lugish. Perfect music after this topic. Let's go. Yeah, Quebecsy, that's insane. That's still unbelievable.
You're too much learning.
Yeah, that sound. This is the sound that you decided? Okay. Yeah, I love this, man. I actually hate that I love it. That's how much I like it. It's just really well done. It's perfectly done. It's completely stupid, but I have to like it because it's so good. Nathan, I am actually looking forward to Montreal. That's all I can say. Good stuff, Lugish, as always. I just like what you're doing a lot. Everyone follow Lugish. It's worth it. We got Lennox with Leatherface.
They were young, but had they
I think this is inspired by Friday the 13th, right?
lived very, very long lives, they could not have expected, nor would they have wished to see as much of the mad and macabre as they were to see that day.
Arson, your link did not work, unfortunately. Lennox! You really think I meant that serious? Oh, God. Oh, dude. Leave my basement.
For them, an idyllic summer afternoon drive became a nightmare. The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in American history.
Oh! You know, the thing is, should I open that take? So Lennox is kind of doing what I want to hear from Avance and / or Muerta. And what I'm kind of missing from both of them. Right?
Those things is dangerous.
Okay, Lennox, let's make a deal. You work on an EP. 3 to 5 songs. Let's say 5 songs, because if there's something I don't like, we can throw it out. And you send me that EP. It has to have a concept. Like, make a concept EP that makes sense in itself. Make it dark as hell, low as hell, grimy as hell. Send it over, and then we find a date to release it. This has potential if we work it out properly. Like, I don't just want to shit it out, right? Like, I think this stuff has potential and can be pretty sick if well done, if properly planned. Let's try that. You got an ad. That's shame on you. That's pretty bad. Yeah, this is sick. What should I say? This is pretty well done. I think it's kinda... The high end, again, is too harsh. Lennox, what I said is prepare an EP, 3 to 5 songs, with a concept. Try to tell a story, like an actual story. Make it dark. Make it dark, make it gritty, make it violent. Make this kind of stuff. Go as dark as you can. Like, just be dark. Like, don't focus on being heavy or anything. Be dark. Like, scare the shit out of me. And then we find a day to release it on Crow's Nest. But we make it properly. Like, we plan this out properly. Because I think this has potential. And I want to see if it's maybe a start to work together a bit more in the future, right? Like, I'm just looking for people to work with, right? In some form or another, even if it's just on the label and just having you a bit more often on the label. I love your stuff, man. Really. It's really fucking good. Same with Toxin, actually. Like, you both... You have a concept. Okay, let's talk. And sorry if I don't reply immediately all the time. Like, I know I'm letting you wait. Send it on Insta, send it on Discord, and I will listen after the stream, actually. Now we got Basic with Brulik. No idea. I hate the vocals, but I like the beat. Ooh, that's actually sick. Fuck that vocal, but Jesus, this is sick, actually. Yeah, this low-key has potential, dude. This low-key has a lot of potential to just go freaking viral. Vocal is annoying though. I will repeat that. Yeah, I think the vocal is just too loud and there's too much low end. It's just too over present, the vocal. Like the vocal is just really annoying. And I can't focus on anything else beside the vocals. Wait, I have to try something. What if we... Let's try something out. Let's see what happens here. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get rid of the vocal. Just cut out some of the low end of the vocal and bring it back a bit, and maybe put some reverb in the drop on it, so it's just more in the background. That would be nice, I think. Just make it less in your face with the vocal. Okay, FL, do your thing. Be faster. That's what I'm doing right now. Skill issue, no quit. So if we reverse the polarity now. Let's go, dude! I kind of like this streaming setup here more. What do you think, guys? Kind of looks fresher. If I do the... I don't know, I could put the chat next to Garth or something. I think about that. Yeah, Bazin, this was sick. This was a lot of fun. And now you know the potential of it. He's completely drunk, Captain. He's completely drunk. Like, Garth is just dead-ass drunk. And now we got ID 8144 by... I don't know who sent this. Yeah, Garth loves the chat, dude. Alright, let's... Kind of small like that. I will figure that out next time. No worries, Shipwreck. Yo, this is actually pretty sick. I kind of love the weird, dissonant distortion. Like it's really wide. It sounds pretty cool. Mark with the hot takes. This is good, but feels a bit short. I think 2 minutes for this is a bit short, so maybe add another drop that opens it up a bit more, maybe with a little fake drop or something before that. For this kind of genre, it works, I think. But it's pretty good. I like it. Pretty well done. I think the intro is a bit boring here and there, but that might be just me not being into this genre too much. It's still pretty good. Pretty well done. I really like the distortion, love the vibe, love the vocals. Pretty nice. Big ups. I got Thursday, and I know it's by Arson, but he did not name his file properly. Nice flow. Yo, Crawl. Pretty good. I think the riser and the build-up is way too loud. This build-up also feels a bit empty. I like the drop. It's also nothing too interesting, I think, here and there. It's pretty cool, though. Has a good vibe. Pretty nice. Pretty well done. Definitely really cool. Yeah, it just needs something to make it more interesting, I think. Right now it's a solid thing. Yeah, it's a bit noisy in there. I think the high end feels a bit harsh. Low end could be a bit boosted. So besides that, I think it's nice. I'm excited how this sounds updated, honestly. And that's a wrap for today, guys. It was longer feedback than I expected. Like, it was just 4 submissions when I started. And now it was 12 submissions. So thank you for submitting your stuff. Really, really appreciate you guys. Appreciate your support. Patreon is also growing. If you have friends that make music, tell them that this shit is nice. Let's make the community grow. Also, Patreon is the best way to support me, honestly. It's the one thing that directly lands in my pocket, actually. Everything else is just watered down by huge companies. Woohoo! But yeah, appreciate you guys. Appreciate you for being here. Shipwreck, I'm always here for opening up. I love to just speak openly to you guys. Love you all. Have a good one. Have a great week. I will be away tomorrow till Thursday, and then on Thursday we will go to Czech for the music videos. So I see you next Monday. Love you all. Have a good one. Peace.